How's it going, YouTube? This is Wake Run Collapse. Welcome to my Sun and Moon 2 Islands Awaiting You and Alolan Moonlight sale video. So there are going to be a few items that will be made available, I guess you'd call it, at the end of this video that are not Sun and Moon 2 related, but I want to make sure that we focus on the new stuff first. So a quick rundown of the rules. Email or YouTube PM are the only ways to contact me. You can either private message me through YouTube, or you can email me directly at wakeruncollapse@gmail.com. PayPal only for the first 2 weeks. That's the same way it's always been with new stuff. Cash by mail purchases will be opened up after 2 weeks. There's a $2 minimum purchase, with a small exception that's a little bit wonky that I will explain when we get to that card. Number 4, I must receive payment from you within 3 days of you receiving a total from me. So that means that once you get the total, you've got another 3 days to send via PayPal, and I should get the notification for that. If you've not paid within 3 days, I'll make your cards available for somebody else to purchase. Shipping is free. Number 5, shipping is free inside the United States for orders of fewer than 12 cards, or 12 cards or fewer, we'll say. And international purchases, a $1 per top loader fee will be assessed to it, and a top loader holds a maximum of 2 cards. Now, if you purchase more than 12 cards, which is basically like a common-uncommon set or just a bunch of stuff, then I would need to use a bubble mailer to avoid putting a crap load of envelopes into the postal system. So for those purchases, it's a minimum of $3 shipped inside the US and a minimum of $14 shipped for international purchases. And yes, I tested it today, and yeah, it's still 14 bucks a minimum. I sent like a 4-ounce purchase out, and it was $14 a bubble mailer to like the UK or something like that. So definitely keep that in mind. Those prices and shipping are not reflected in the card costs that I'll show you here. Number 6, limit 1 per customer on GX cards or better. Limit 3 per customer on individual holos or common and uncommon cards. This is so that I don't have somebody who scoops up all of a certain variety of card and says, oh, I want, let's say there's a huge Galissapod fan and they want 15 of them. Like, that's not going to be allowed. It's 3 per customer on the holos, 1 per customer on the GXs. So those are the major rules, and I hope that you can follow them. Please be specific, of course, with the cards that you want to purchase from me, so that there's no questioning it. You can either show a timestamp, or you can say specifically a GX versus a full art, something like that. You can say, I want the Turtonator GX, or I want the Turtonator full art, or you can say the timestamp that it appears in the video. So as far as your Sun and Moon cards are concerned, this is a common and uncommon complete set of Islands Awaiting You. It's 40 cards. I can get 8 cards in one of those penny sleeves, and that is the easiest way to ship them for sure. So this common and uncommon 40 card set of Islands Awaiting You is $4. Of course, there will be shipping tacked onto it as well, depending on where you are and what else you buy. And this is the 40 card common and uncommon set of Alolan Moonlight. Packaged the exact same way, priced the same way as well at $4. Now to show the holos and better from Islands Awaiting You, let's sort those out real quick. Holographic cards are going to be $1 a piece. We've got Galissapod, Victini, Machamp, Comfy, Drampa, and Blissey. Those holos are $1 a pop. If you did want to purchase all 6 holos, then I would be selling them for a total of $4.50 for all 6 of them. So you will save if you decide to purchase a bunch of them. Oh, and also worth mentioning, you'll get an additional discount if you decide that you want to buy a common, uncommon, and holo complete set of either Islands Awaiting You or Alolan Moonlight. I will include all 6 holos, as well as the 40 common and uncommon cards, and that would be $8 plus whatever the shipping cost happens to be. So just keep that in mind. As far as GX cards are concerned, this Turtonator GX is $4. Komo-o GX is $5. Tapu Koko GX, this is the set-based one, this is $7. And Alolan Ninetales GX will be $8. Only a couple of full arts available from this set. The Turtonator full art is going to be 18 bucks. And the Komo-o full art will also be 18 bucks. So I'm going to sort them to the side, and let's show you our Alolan Moonlight cards. Holos again are going to be $1 a piece. We've got Chandelure, Alolan Golem, Mimikyu, and this Mimikyu is the exception that I was talking about. So I will allow you to purchase up to 3 copies of the Mimikyu card, but for each Mimikyu card you purchase, I'm going to need you to purchase something else. This is to keep me from selling out of all Mimikyu immediately and making it impossible for me to be able to sell off something else. So if you do want 3 copies of the Mimikyu, then you're going to need to buy at least 3 other holos or better at the same pricing. It's really just the fairest way to do it to ensure that everybody gets the cards that they need, and I don't just run out of Mimikyu. And it's better than pricing them at $2 a piece, I think. Delmise, Minior, and Gudra, again, all $1 a piece. If you want to buy all 6 holos, it's $4.50. And if you want a common 2 holo completed set of Alolan Moonlight, not including GXs or anything better than that, then that would be $8 plus whatever the shipping cost is. Wishy-Washy GX right here for $4, Metagross GX for $5, Lycanroc GX for $7, and I kind of hate to say it, but I'm kind of proud to say it because it's better than anybody else is pricing it at. Tapu Lele GX is going to be $20. I've seen this consistently sell for $25 plus online, and I think $20 is pretty fair given the fact that I know they're going to sell out. $18 for the Metagross Full Art, and $22 for the Mallow Full Art. And of course, every card that you see here is going to be in near mint or better condition. Now for all the extra stuff. There is 1 copy of the Tapu Bulu GX that was a duplicate from the deck that I purchased. I only purchased 1 copy of that deck. This card is going to be $6, but again, there's only 1 of them. If you do want to buy the promo Salandit, you can let me know. Along with any other individual common and uncommon cards, I will price them as you request them. So let's say you only wanted like 7 or 8 different common and uncommon cards from this expansion, Islands Awaiting You, Alolan Moonlight, one of these, something like that. Just ask for what you want and I will price them accordingly based on that. This shiny Tapu Koko Holo that was from the promo packs, that's going to be $1. It's probably worth more than that, but I've got a ton of them, so I'd rather supply them at $1 a piece. And the shiny Tapu Koko GX, which is very rare out of those promo packs, this is going to be an $18 card. And I believe I've got 3 of those around. Now as far as the other extra stuff that I've got floating around, I kind of want to show this off as well. These Pikachu, Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio promos that I have from before, I'm definitely knocking the price down here. I'm selling them only in 4-card bundles, so you'd have to purchase 1 of each of them. But the 4-card bundle is going to be $3, which I think is a really good price to be able to get these holographic promos. I've just got a bunch of them hanging around from my big purchase, and I never really pursued selling them at the time, so I'd rather just drop the price and unload them at this point. So 1 of each, so it's 4 holographic promos for $3. I've still got some Sun and Moon 1 Plus GXs hanging around. Decidueye GX, it's going to be $4 a piece. Incineroar and Primarina will also be $4 a piece. And I've got a few copies of each, but I figured if anybody is still jonesing for them, I would let them know that they're still around. I've also got the Vikavolt GX from this set, which is going to be dropped to $5, and I've only got 2 copies of that. So that's all Sun and Moon 1 Plus stuff. Do have some really expensive, really cool cards floating around too that I just want to remind you are still here. The Lapras Hyper Rare is $22. The Primarina Hyper Rare is $30. The Sylveon Hyper Rare, I just can't budge on the price on that one. It's going to stay at $75. And the Double Colorless Energy Ultra Rare is going to drop from $100 down to $85, which I think is a really good deal. So if anybody's interested in purchasing those, then let me know. Last but certainly not least, in my travels a couple of days ago, you see these big stacks of cards. I went through, while I was sorting stuff, I went through all my Legendary Dream boxes from the Ultimate Shiny Hunt video where I opened 12 boxes of Legendary Dream, and I unearthed about 200 of those full art holographic cards. So I decided that I would feature them in my next sale video, and we're at that point. So I'm going to show all 13 different holographic, I guess you call them full art e-cards that are available in this set. There's a Volcanion, Manaphy, Keldeo, Mew, Meloetta, Darkrai, Jirachi, Genesect, Magiana, and Arceus. And the way we're going to price those is I'm going to price them at 2 for $3, which again I think is pretty aggressive pricing. The only stipulation is that one of those cards has to be not a Mew. I will price them at 2 for $3 as long as you're buying 1 Mew or 0 Mews out of that. If you did want to buy 2 Mews, then I'd probably have to raise it up a little bit, simply because that's the card that's in the highest demand from it. But I've got, again, about 200 of these floating around that are not yet into my trade or sale binder, so I think 2 for $3 is a pretty good price. If you do want to buy a lot of them, like a larger amount of them, then let me know, and I can hopefully price them a little bit better for you. So, in any event, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to email me at wakeruncollapse@gmail.com or private message me on YouTube if you're interested in purchasing. And please, if you've gotten to this point in the video and you are still listening, I'm, again, not accepting cash by mail, and I do not hold cards for people for any reason out of these new sale videos. If you're not ready to pay via PayPal within 3 days of receiving a message from me, please don't message me, because it's going to put me in the awkward position of denying you, which I have done and will continue to do. So, thanks again for watching. Even if you're not interested in making a purchase, that's totally fine with me. I hope you enjoyed the video regardless. Make sure to hit the like button, share it around with your friends, anybody you think might be interested in purchasing some Japanese cards, and I'll be back tomorrow with a set progress video for both Sun and Moon 2 expansions.